Okay, looks like we have done it. If anybody gets on here, just let me know. See if this works. First time back home in a bit. Um, about to start my workout. We are four. There we go. Everything's working. Matt, Victor, BT&T. Awesome. About to start my workout. We are now 4 months away from Vitali. Next 4 months of my life dedicated to face Vitali, dedicated to come to Germany in the absolute best shape of my life, best shape possible. Alberta from the hill. Go, Alberto. Just come home. Alexirus. What's up, buddy? Alberto from the hill. Yes, 4 months, guys. 4 months of training. Just figured I'd come on here real quick. I'm supposed to be pulling in February, but now I'm not sure who I'm pulling. Originally, there was a proposal for Morozov. He made a video. It's not looking favorable at all. I know that the league is now looking for alternatives. Left hand, my left, my right, not the same. My left, party hand, it's getting very good. It's getting very, very good. Hey, Dev, when do you think we will see John again? I think we'll see him soon. I've only heard that he's doing awesome. I've only heard that he's super strong right now. So maybe we'll see him soon. My right is doing really good. My right is going to be devastating by the time April comes around. But really, I'm thinking a little bit about February because Vitali and Levon are pulling then. And I could pull at that event. I could. I'd happily pull at that event. Now, I don't really want to pull in a weight division. No, Miles not dead. He's we've been we both are still sick. We all got super violently ill, really bad after East versus West, like terrible, terrible sick. Like they're saying it's norovirus. I don't know what that is. Norovirus. I guess norovirus was all over California at the Kris Kringle event. A bunch of people got it from there, brought it to the EVW event. I don't know. I'm not sure. People all over Atlantic City were puking and crapping. And most sick I have ever been. Well, not maybe ever, but one of the sickest I've been. Like shivering just violently, for 4 hours. But it's still holding on. I wanted to get to practice right away tonight, but I'm not going to go to practice tonight. Might not go tomorrow, just to let my body I don't want to bring the sickness to everybody. Victor, I think honestly that the super heavyweight needs change. I think that the weight limit should be 308. Yeah. Nah, man, what are you going to do? Tell Levon he can't arm wrestle? All these monsters coming in from other sports makes perfect sense to bump the up weight. Also have so you're saying have a 308 division? Maybe. I mean, maybe. I mean, 308's big. 308, if you were 308, you could be 350 pounds, do a water cut. 308. I don't know. I think that so we got 253. I'd maybe, if you're going to add another division, I don't know if I'd make it 308, maybe 280, but I don't know if we need another division. 253 is pretty big. After whatever, more divisions. I'm not sure, man. What a disappointment with Morozov. Right move calling on for now. Yeah, it's too bad. I definitely want to pull Morozov. Absolutely, really. I think he's super strong and a great athlete, and there's definitely a lot of heat between us with all the stuff with Dennis and the time in Istanbul when we got to arm wrestle a little bit. I'd arm wrestle him right or left, but I certainly don't want to have a match where there's already pre-laid excuses kind of thing. I just don't really want to do it. And I know that the league responded super unfavorably to it. So I agree with the decision. Looks like they are looking for somebody new. And that's kind of what I'm gonna throw it out there. My dog is inside, outside, all the time. I swear, I let this dog just in and out and in and out all freaking day long. Lois Leonidas. Leonidas kommt in 2 Tage. Leonidas is going to be here on the 18th. I thought it was going to be on. Watch this. You see what I'm saying? That's what a dog. And it's the last time. It's the last time I'm letting this dog in and out like that. He gets so excited. Our dog is such a social. It just wants to be wherever people are. He thinks there's people. He's like trying to find them. Yeah, Leonidas will be here on the 18th, and I think he'll be here for like 4 or 5 days. Yeah, so left-handed is probably ideal for me. I'd like to keep on doing my best. I think that the rankings are like this left-handed. I think it's Vitali. I think number 2 is Morozov. I think number 3 is Daddy Can. I don't know how I got ahead of Alizan. I don't know how I got ahead of Alizan, but I think Alizan is somewhere further down the list. There's a lot of guys. Dog, you're not going in and out like that. Crazy thing. He wants to go out again. Interesting guys on the left is like who are beneath me in rank. Obviously, it's Camille. Obviously, Tobias Sporung. That guy is really, really good. Really, really good. And there's Alizan. These 3 are the guys who are ranked under me. Obviously, the guys who are ranked above me, I'd love to pull them. The guys who are ranked underneath me, those 3 I think are totally worthy. I mean, I'll pull whoever, but those 3 guys definitely have a valid reason to arm wrestle me, and I have a valid reason to arm wrestle them, and kind of see where we're at. The only thing is Alizan holds 115 and 105 world titles, which I can make. And if for me, I would rather pull him in the weight division for a world title, but I don't really want to do it in February because this whole entire preparation from now until April the 18th is going to be all about me getting as big and strong as I can. And I really don't want to do anything but that. That's a shit. Leonidas versus Eddie Hall. Yeah, that could be cool. Yeah, we're going to try and get Leonidas an opponent. My top 3 picks for Leonidas: Brian Shaw, Andrei Smaev, Kirill Sarychev. And new weight class Dev instead of 253 like is now they bump it to 308. So just add 308 class. Yeah, I mean that's a big jump. That's a big class. But I think that basically holds every single athlete except for Levon. So I think that what it would do is it would kind of do a lot of damage to the super heavyweight division as it is now. Like we don't have a lot of guys who can't cut to 308. Like you just have a couple great big monsters, and it's not many. Is it true about the hammer? I don't know what the truth is about the hammer. All I know is that these dummies have totally damaged something I thought was a cool thing about the sport. They're damaging a part of the sport because they think it hurts me, I think. But really, they just look like idiots to me. And I've kind of given up going after them because it's out of my hands. And they want to damage the sport. There's nothing much I can do to stop them, unfortunately. They have the hammer or whatever was the hammer or they've destroyed it. I really don't know. I don't know. I've heard all sorts of things. And if somebody asks my opinion, I'll just say that I think that the bunch of them are a bunch of idiots. Really, they're just stupid. So whatever. Joseph Ploner, what do you think about Vitali? Could he be a problem for you? At which points are you better than Vitali? Is a massive problem. A massive problem. Let me talk about the right hand for a little bit. Okay, because I might be pulling in the right. I could pull in February on the right before I pull Vitali in April. The way I see it, big problems right-handed. Big problems. Levon is the ultimate problem. Okay, this fucking guy, he's a big problem. Vitali is a big problem. Big problem. And I've never even arm wrestled him, but I can tell just by looking at him and watching him, he's a massive problem. His structure, his speed, his technique, his experience. He might be the best in the world right now. We don't know. We're going to find out in February. Vitali could be the best arm wrestler in the world right now. We're going to find out February 28th. Most likely, Levon is still better. But there's a chance that Vitali already is like the best. Right-handed, underneath that, you have Hermes, Michael, Georgie, Camille, Jerry, Zernov. None of them I'm worried about. Not a single one of them. But if they want to throw me somebody, if they want to throw somebody at me, no problem. No problem. What do you think about Vitali? Hey, Dev, one by one, as you said. That's right, man. Frantic. Thank you, brother. Appreciate you. Hey, Sweden. Not bad. Not bad. Screw those clowns. That's right. That's what I say too. Screw those clowns. Have I heard anything from John Brzenk lately? I haven't. Just the things you see on YouTube, guys. I've seen the same thing as you guys. Not sure. Vitali's fight with Jerry was terrifying. No kidding, right? Crazy dominance. And Vitali does that. He's super dominant. Everything you see about Vitali, he's super dominant. So yeah, I have to be my very best. And I will be come April. That's why the next 4 months, it's all about Vitali. I don't care if I have a match in February. That guy is getting it on the way to the fight. April 18th will be a beautiful day for me. A beautiful day. I live these next 4 months entirely for Vitali. Somebody along the way, I consider you training. Okay. I'm going to run right through whoever it is. Right hand, toast. Left hand, there gets to be some interesting stuff. Interesting matches for me left hand. There's a bunch of them. And I don't know what the league will do at this point. I don't even know if I'm going to have a match. I hope I do, but I'm not even certain. It has to be something worthwhile. I don't think the league's about doing filler stuff so much. I think that the match will be meaningful. So it'll be meaningful. Either I'm climbing. Okay, climbing means Morozov, Daddy Can. They're not going to give me Vitali. He's competing. Morozov, Daddy Can indicates climb. A good defense is Camille. Alizan, but the weight class thing is problematic. And then lastly, and maybe not lastly, is Tobias. I think those are all good picks. We will see. Am I crazy for thinking Alizan will beat you in this current shape? No, you're not crazy. Alizan is awesome. That's a great match. That's why he's definitely high on the list. Alizan is incredible. Yeah, I would rather do it in a weight class so it's meaningful. But if we're gonna do it in the open, I'm cool to pull Alizan in the open in February. No problem. Gripped up, and I am cool to pull Alizan in a division. Hello, Rabbit.
Hello.
Sometime after that, gripped up with the Vitali. It felt ridiculous. Yeah, no kidding. No limits. What's up, big man? Arm wrestling, Bitola. Have you heard anything about Richard Lupke's? He could be number 1 in the World Masters League. Yeah, he could be. Haven't heard anything from Richard in quite a while. Joseph Flauner, can't wait to meet you in Vienna. Yeah, Vienna's going to be great. Frantic. There will be no match with Morozov. Yeah, unfortunately, I'm pretty sure that match is fully canned. Hermes said I'm in his live that he has no chance against you. I haven't seen Hermes' live yet. I'm about to train. I'll listen to Hermes' live when I'm working out. If you've got someone who hits as fast as Vitali, what is the defense to that crazy pronation? It's not simple. It's not a simple answer. Basically, if you want to hang with Vitali, you have to be fucking awesome. Awesome. There's not many people on the planet. Basically, it's presumed right now that Vitali is somewhere in the top 3 or 4. Lowest four. Everybody thinks he's going to beat Hermes now. A lot of people think he's going to beat me now. And I talked to a lot of people who think he's going to beat Levon now. So yeah, it's going to be a great match. I'm super, super excited about it. I'm going to do everything to retain my number 2 spot and who knows how it plays out. Hey, sir, what are odds after Coach Ray match? What is he lacking? Haven't seen the match yet. I'm very pleased with Auden's progress. Just moves. Yeah, the boys are doing great. Auden's doing great. I think he's training is as good as it can possibly be. We talk about it all the time. I think it's important for him, at his age, to get as much experience and lay as much groundwork as possible because, he'll really, Auden should hit his stride when he's like 28 to 32. That's where he should be really hitting his stride. So, before then, it's all about experience, technicality, building a base of strength and conditioning. So, and he's doing all those things wonderfully as far as I'm concerned. When you beat Vitali and Levon, it's champ still. How long are you prepping for Levon 3? Perfect world. Perfect world. If everything goes wonderfully, sometime mid to late winter next year, that would be a perfect world. I got mad respect for the guy, right? So I just know what it takes. I've already tried twice, and the first time he ripped my arm, second time he ripped my back. I'm stronger than I've ever been for sure, but I just want to be sure that that me and you guys actually believe I have a chance to win. I don't want to just show up and get smoked again. So I'll have to prove it. So I'll pull Levon when we think we have a chance, whatever that means. Does Brian still have beef with EVW? I hope they're going to work it out. I really hope that they're going to work through all their issues because EVW is the premier league in arm wrestling. And, of course, we want to have Brian Shaw's involvement. He's an absolute superstar, and I know he's got some ambition to rise in the arm wrestling ranks. So I hope they can work it out. I think that the real issue is just a very difficult period in arm wrestling. And I hope, and it left a bad taste in Brian's mouth. And I hope we can kind of move past it because I think the best scenario is for everybody to work together. Levon 3 is going to be a banger. Give me time, buddy. Give me time, Martin. Give me time. Let me get through Vitali first, and then we'll see where we're at. I'll have to get stem cells as much as possible. They're not cheap, but if I can get them, they're wonderful. What weight will you be when you meet Vitali? 320 or 330? I'm going to do my best not to focus on the weight too much. I'm going to just try and be super healthy. I'm going to do cardio a little bit, and I'm going to try and just focus on my strength and eat, and we'll just see where I land. I'll be surprised if I'm lower than 300. I'll be surprised if I'm lower than 300. I expect I'll be the biggest or one of the biggest forms of band, but hopefully I'll be in real good shape and strong, which is the most important pieces. Did you buy the flywheel that Eve has? Not yet. No, I haven't. Do you know the names of the 27? I do. I do know those guys. Yeah. Some of them that are signed on there, I think were put on there without their actual approval. I think that some of them were on there without knowing what they were signing at all. I think that some of them signed with a little degree, and I think a few of them were really, really against me and still potentially are. So, yeah, I know who the names are. Roger, Alan, Simon, what's up, Dev? Everyone. My Army brother said hi, and he was very inspiring. Thank you, buddy. How important is side pressure for you? Not that important for me. Side pressure is not that important for me. Frantic, stronger, but much better stability. Yes, exactly, Frantic. Yeah, I'm just going to be strong as I can be, and whatever my weight is, that's going to be secondary. Go ruck yourself. I'd love to see Brian pull again soon. He should be entering tournaments to get experience. I agree. If he really wants to be the best in the world, he's going to need a lot of experience. Yeah. Inspired by you, Dev. My bad. That's all good, buddy. Did Michael's performance against Georgie give you confidence for his chances against Levon? No. Nobody is the favorite against Levon. I'd love to see Michael pull Levon. Really, I think he should. And that almost regardless of what I think his chances are, I just love to see the match. I'd love to see Michael and Levon pull just in the what if, I think respectfully, Michael deserves a shot. He does deserve a shot against Levon. I think Levon wants to arm wrestle him. I think it just makes sense if they do pull. Do I think he's a favorite? No. Levon's scary. Rise and back pressure is king. Yeah. Yanis Kelpis, SOS. Do you know how to make brachioradialis work against after massive overtraining for a year, which led to a fascia attached to bone and no progress lifting weights? Only table time works, but super slow. Patience, buddy. Patience. Blood flow. Wake it up. Yeah, patience. I'd say overtraining is hard to understand. Injury, I understand. Overtraining. Injury, I understand. Overtraining is a weird one to understand. I think you can train a lot. I think one of the things you got to do is you got to do a lot of training to keep a muscle getting stronger and healthier. Victor, yeah, I don't think 320 to 330 is needed. Anything from 295 to 305 is more likely what it would be. As long as I'm super fit. I mean, the health at the weight is super important. Alexius, will Matt pull at the same event like you and Vitali's pull? I hope so. I haven't talked to Matt. I don't know when he's pulling. I hope so. Always good to have Matt on the card. You, Giannis, you are in Amelin's level if you can help. You are in Amelin's level if you can help with this one. Yeah, buddy. I don't know, man. Listen, I would just say movement. Whenever somebody's hurt, I just tell them movement, rehab movement, lightweight, increase your rep size, like increase your movement range. But it's all about pumping fluid through. It's all about feeding the tissue. The tissue feeds better when it's worked. Remember we had TRF. Remember we had a chat about team arm wrestling. Do you think that would be a thing? And do you think it would be fun to watch just to see what the strategy would be? Guys, team arm wrestling is the thing. Team Arm Wrestling Federation, Jason Constantini in Toronto. Look it up. It's doing very well, and it's awesome. Yeah, check that out. Yeah, I think it's a big thing for the future of the sport. Yeah, for sure. Round death. So when you go in a hook, are you still using a lot of pronation? The only time I really hook is if the guy's tired or if he's going to flop wrist press me. I don't like to suck people into a hook. If they're top rolling, I think that's typically a terrible idea. But if they're hooking me or flopping me, wonderful idea to hook. So yeah, and I'm still using pronation. I am still using pronation, but not like this. More like I'm pronating, but like down, coming. There's pronation. I got my ArmBet strap in the mail. I love it. It's the 1.5. Good. Well, we got to keep those things improving all the time. We have to keep those. There's one thing I care about, guys. It's straps. I don't understand how they have Camille ranked 5 just because he beat Jerry. I don't think he could beat anybody in the top 10 other than Jerry. Well, congratulations to Camille. That's how you do it. Hey, same thing with me. I beat Kardeccia. He was ranked 4. I passed a ton of people. I was ranked like 11th or 10th, and I passed all the way.
Was I in the live?
Yeah, that's okay. That's people are like, oh, Milo's sleeping.
Tell Milo that.
Yeah.
Tell Milo to get off the couch.
Yeah.
No.
Milo's a sick little puppy.
Yeah,
These boys both had death.
We're both sick.
They had death, but mine's still standing.
Yeah, you're lucky.
So odd. It's because I don't sleep. And
That's
you can't.
the key.
If you don't slow down, you can't get
What do you
sick.
think of the mullet?
Looking
Encourage
good.
him.
Looking good,
Don't
Milo.
encourage him.
Yeah, looking tight. Very good. Very good. Tell Milo to get off the couch.
No.
Constipated guy.
Yeah, you shut up.
Yes, look at you. That's how rankings work, man. You beat the guy, you get his rank. Is your back okay after Levon effect? My back cracks now all the time from Levon, but yeah, it's fine. It doesn't bother me.
But you know the best rehab for back cracking is putting the dishes away.
Right? Somebody will get on it, I'm sure.
It's your job. You're one
If Eve showing up to the high hooker practice now? Yeah, I've seen him to many of them. Yeah, I imagine Eve is killing it. That guy. Yeah, what are we making fun? Going back in time, would your advice to be for Derek against Breslin still be hooking? I don't remember that. I very rarely tell people to hook people. Very rarely do I ever tell people to hook unless they're flopping. What do you think Philip Larson will be like in 4 to 5 years? Yeah, top, right at the top. Yeah, right at the top. Thanks, Martin. No limits. Why were you sick? I think it started at the Chris Kringle event.
Yeah, everyone was sick. Chris
You got
Kringle.
it. You got it before that.
Yeah,
Before you
I'm
get on the
sick.
plane.
I'm just sick because I'm weak.
No, I think we got it at Chris Kringle. Everyone there was sick. Gabe was really sick. We were staying with Gabe. Dad and I got it from him, I think.
Your dad had a fever before getting on the plane. Remember?
Of course, Jody is not sick. She's got to be the healthiest person in all of arm wrestling.
Ah.
That's what I always say too. Milo looks like he can really handle Office 365. What does that mean?
It's like an online software program for working in an office.
That's great.
Yeah.
That's like a wonderfully underhanded compliment.
Oh, yeah.
Hi, Milo
Milo, did you
and
drive
Jody.
that car?
I hope you all are doing great.
Yeah, we left with 20 kilometers.
That's fine. Where's my keys?
Milo
They're supposed to
is
be-
constipated by
actual 2
default.
Yep.
Go struck yourself. When you pull different guys for hours on end, bound they breathe on you, and bound you'll get sick. Yeah, that's why I'm not going to practice tonight. Probably won't go tomorrow. I hope I'm better by Thursday.
He was very sick. He made everybody else.
R3 Fry, thanks for super chat, buddy. I was hoping to see you finally humble Morozov. Yeah, me too. That's why I agreed to the match initially, but there's not a lot of humbling of a person when they're already humbled, before they even pull. Myself and the league were pretty turned off when he's saying he's kind of just showing up for the money. And, I think he's trying to say it's AI now and is blaming on translation, which I don't know what the hell's going on now. I just feel like I have a hard time trusting him. I mean, for one, he's fucking with the hammer. For two, he signed the petition. For three, now he's saying he's injured. Whatever. I pull somebody better. Maybe you got the flu from Michael. Yeah. Morzok got humbled by Derek. I don't know if that's true. It's true you used to run with bagels in your backpack because you would get hungry before you would get tired? Or is that normal? Well, yeah, I used to run with food. I used to run for like a long time, and I used to eat while I ran. Yes, this is true. Roger, health. Morozov is a chump. Yeah, I gotta say, how did Zernov feel in the after? Zernov's great big. Yeah, I thought that guy worked in a mine or something. What a nice guy. What a smart
So
guy.
quiet, abnormally quiet today, Devon.
Yeah, all your wins are AI footage to the Russians.
Yes.
I envy Milo's jawline. Yeah, looking pretty tight, Milo. Looking pretty tight.
Snatched is the word.
Mogged. Ultra Chad. Hey, Milo.
Giga Chad.
Yeah. Look at you.
Yeah.
Well, just a quick saying hello today, really, because I have to go train for Vitali. Okay, I'm going to be training for Vitali. Every time you wonder what's Devon doing, training for Vitali from now until April. And if some chump actually thinks that they can beat me, and left or right, pretty much anybody, really. At this point, it's basically pretty much anybody. There's basically nobody I'd really say no to. They just have to actually believe that they're going to win and show up like not injured publicly, at a minimum. Maybe I'll see you on the February card. Otherwise, just all in for April, guys. I'll be checking in with you. Vitali's coming. Leonidas coming in a couple days. There'll be tons of stuff coming out then.
In a couple days?
Yeah, 18th. Yeah. All right, guys. Take care. All the best. Love y'all. Stay massive.